It's so nice to be right. Last week I gave Impact a break. They had a very good match with Chris Sabin and Austin Aries. I gave it some slack. I cut them some slack because they had a very good match. Show was only 2 hours and I was more entertained than I was with Raw. So I gave them their just desserts. Well, this week, ho ho, it was a different story. It fucking sucked! That's right. It feels so good to yell after seeing a 2 hour show that fucking sucked and to announce it to the whole fucking world. Because that's what it was. Doesn't matter if they got rid of, what's his fucking name? Already forgot his name. Matt Morgan. There you go. Doesn't matter because the guy wasn't even there half the time anyway. And now you have a shitty fucking show. Starts off with Bully Ray coming out. Taz actually, he makes a note of how everybody is quiet. You can hear a needle drop in there, a pin drop in there. And, this is because he's not over. No one gives a shit. He's a cheap fucking champion. He's a guy well into his 40s that was a half of a tag team, a good tag team, but a tag team that even he admitted he should have retired years ago. Then they make him into a singles wrestler. This is like making Marty Jannetty a fucking world champion. I've said it time and time again, but it really showed here. What a fucking abysmal reaction. And Taz says, it's because they're scared. Yeah, they're scared of all the shitty fucking matches they're about to see tonight. All the shitty fucking promos and shitty fucking content they got planned for tonight. Sting comes out and threatens Bully Ray. He says that they've got a fifth member. Boring. Very fucking boring to open up the show. Nothing exciting happened. Just a fucking, 10-minute waste of time. 10 minutes of nothingness. I'd rather spend 10 fucking minutes looking at the fucking blank wall. Looking at fucking paint dry. Looking at fucking squirrels having fucking sex. I don't know. Anything. Come on. You got Samoa Joe and AJ defeating Joseph Park and Jeff Hardy. And if you're not watching Impact, you might be asking me, what the fuck is up with the booking? Well, they had a random drawing. It's a gauntlet. Whoever wins is going to advance in the gauntlet in tonight's matches. Well, here's the thing. Isn't it a little bit coincidental that these matches happened the past 2 weeks and now they're teaming together? How convenient. You know what I mean? I know it's fake, but come on. Like, how is this unpredictable? It's very predictable to put the same people together in a fucking match. And it's not even the makings of a good match. Random tag matches never make good matches. They rarely in WWE do random tags like those tag team main events that they love to do. Very rare that they end up good. And this was just Samoa Joe and AJ win here. And Jeff Hardy, Park, like, what the fuck is Park doing here? I'll get to Hardy in a minute. But Park, like, why the fuck is he still here? He's a bumbling buffoon. It was comedic at first, but now it's just tiresome and stale. It's basically the same joke repeated. Oh, he's a bad wrestler. He doesn't know what he's doing in there. I mean, stop already with this shit. It's not good. No one's laughing. No one's smiling. No one anywhere on the internet is saying that this is good. I don't even see TNA fans really supporting this that much. And Jeff fucking Hardy, no doubt the best guy that they have. You can't even dispute that. He's the most popular. He gets the biggest reaction. And I think he probably puts the most effort into the matches than anybody else on the roster. Basically, this guy is gold. And if they lost them, they'd be fucked beyond belief. Because this is their meal ticket. Jeff Hardy is their fucking meal ticket. And they need him like they need to have a heart, to have a brain, to have a liver. You know what I mean? This guy is all their vital organs. If they lose Hardy, that's it for them. And they are probably eventually going to lose Hardy. Just like they're going to lose Sting and Kurt Angle eventually. Everybody is going to end up going back to WWE to finish up their careers. Pretty fucking obvious. No, this is like basically if you serve out the rest of your term as a wrestler in TNA, it's kind of like nobody coming to your funeral. It is a lot like that. Nobody will even remember who the fuck you are. You come to WWE, even though WWE isn't doing that well right now, they might put on shitty fucking retarded shows, as well as Impact. At least it's a major company. It is the biggest wrestling company, whether you like to admit it or not. And that doesn't make me a fanboy for saying that, because that is the truth. And look, they just throw Jeff Hardy into a random tag match just like that. Just like fucking that. Throw him in a random tag match with no fanfare, no nothing. And his team loses. Doesn't even get to showcase anything in this match. Fucking bullshit. Then it's Magnus and Anderson defeating Hernandez and Jay Bradley. Look at this again. How coincidental. Hernandez and Jay Bradley just had a match. They're tagging together. Oh, this is irony! We're being smart bookers! It's stupid! Stop it! Or, this is not clever. It's not ironic. It just makes it look fucking fake. That they're just being tagged together. And, oh, look at this. Magnus and Anderson. Oh, look, they're rivals. They're tagging together. This is like old-fashioned, Russo booking. Instead, though, but Russo would make it interesting with some twists and turns. This is just Anderson not wanting to tag, but they win anyway. Then it's Kaz and Bobby Roode defeating Austin Aries and Christopher Daniels. You would think a match like this, again, this is more irony! Irony! Yeah! Stop with the irony! It's now, okay, if they did it once on the show, it'd be fine. But they're doing it like 3 times in a row. Stop! Holy shit, is this company fucking shitty. There's shit on the bottom of my shoe. I've had a better time when little kids would ring my doorbell and leave a flaming turd bag on my porch. And I'd stomp on that shit and get shit on the bottom of my shoe. Even that was more fun than watching this. The match wasn't even good. It was boring for the talent involved. This is like the 4 of the best guys they got. And it's not even good. Then it's Gail Kim defeating Taryn Terrell in a ladder match. Good, a decent match. Not a great match, but a decent ladder match. It's pretty fucking pathetic that the fucking women that weigh 100 pounds less than the guys are actually putting on the more entertaining performance tonight. That is just, how is the women's match more entertaining than the Jeff Hardy match? Doesn't make sense. Not to take anything away from them. It's quite obvious, even Taryn Terrell has improved. But why? Why is this the best match of the show? That's sad. That's pathetic. It shouldn't be. It's okay if it's a good match. I'm not complaining. Not a good match, but decent, passable. But, it shouldn't be the best thing on the show. And then it's the gauntlet match, the main event. Won by Magnus. Everybody in this, including top stars like AJ, are made to look pathetic. Everybody's just thrown out in a random fashion. Comes down to Bobby Roode in the end. Bobby Roode, a talented guy who I didn't like at first, but then gained respect for him. And, because he improved, his matches became entertaining. He developed not a lot of charisma, but a decent persona. And I started to become a fan of his. Now TNA just tramples all over a guy that used to be a former world champion. It ain't like the belt was worth shit, but at least, he was the world champion. And, they gotta, keep that image up. Instead, he gets pinned with a shitty fucking looking pin here. He puts his legs on top of his arms, and that's it. And now Magnus is, leading the pack by quite a bit. Bobby Roode hasn't won a single fucking match. He hasn't even won anything in a fucking month or something like that. And Magnus, a guy who is not over, despite people challenging me on that in my recent reviews, the guy's not over. Listen to the crowd. You see these things right here? These are called ears. They can hear things. And I'm not hearing any cheers. I'm not hearing any boos. I ain't hearing jack shit when he comes out. Which means the guy's got zero fucking heat. Nada. Nothing. These things. Use them. Use these fucking things. They're called fucking ears. You gotta listen what's going on. People are just, I don't hear anything. TNA's great, Take your fucking fingers out of your ears like a fucking baby and listen what's going on here. People like to say it's good. You gotta fucking pay attention what's going on here, for God's sakes. It's garbage. It sucks. Guys are going over that nobody wants to see win. And guys are losing that people actually like Jeff Hardy, who's not even in the gauntlet, and he's the face of the company, supposedly. Then at the end, it's Chris Sabin. He turns in the X Division title for the world title shot. And here's the thing. The Destination X is next week, but they're so ashamed that it's a free show and it's not even technically a pay-per-view. I guess it would be considered a super card like Clash of the Champions. They don't even promote this shit at all. It's supposed to be a major fucking card, I'm reading over on PW Torch. I'm reading that it's supposed to be a big event, past, present, and future. It's going to be a big event. And they don't even promote that shit. I mean, how can you have a major event like this on free television and not even fucking promote it? Why the fuck are we supposed to care if TNA doesn't? I mean, come on. Who does this? This would be like the Super Bowl. If during the NFL, games during the playoffs, if they didn't mention the Super Bowl's upcoming, you'd be like, why the fuck are they having all these fucking games? And there ain't even anything to build up to. You'd have to look it up online. They just, they just assume you're going to look it up anyway. Well, fuck, if you want to grow as a company, you have to promote. Holy shit. It really is like fucking kindergartners are running this fucking thing. They ain't smart at all. They're fucking stupid. Fucking Mama Luke's over at TNA. Having shitty fucking matches leading up to a shitty fucking show that hasn't even been fucking promoted properly. Not even properly. That's not even the right term. Not at all. They haven't even mentioned it. They showed little things at the bottom of the screen, but no one's looking there. They're too busy looking at Taryn Terrell's boobies. Come on. And then at the end, to wrap up a shitty fucking show, the 5th member of the Main Event Mafia is announced. Guess who it is? Oh, you'd assume it'd be a wrestler. Probably someone from the Main Event. Rampage Jackson! Are you fucking serious? The guy ain't even a wrestler yet. They fucking hired him a month ago. He's still in training, and they're gonna get him to appear. The guy ain't even popular anymore in the MMA world. He was a jobber in the MMA world. He was losing, and the guy had to lose the UFC in total disgrace. The man was considered to be overhyped and, just overrated. Overrated as shit. And now they got him in TNA. They think, oh, we got Rampage Jackson. And Taz is like, oh, no. Everybody's overacting at the end. I'm just there face palming. Can't believe it. What an epic fucking fail. The Main Event Mafia. What a fucking joke. Rampage fucking Jackson? Are you fucking serious? This is the best they could do? If you ask me, this is the worst they could fucking do. How fucking pathetic. In comparison, WWE is a fucking flaming pile of shit. But it still looks 10 times better than this in comparison. You know, at least it looks like WWE is a little bit competent in comparison. And at least they promote their shit. At least when they do Mania, it's all over the fucking place. And SummerSlam's all over the fucking place. But they got a fucking supercard or whatever for TNA. And they ain't even talking about it. Not at all. They ain't even mention it. In fact, you know, they're not even talking about it when Saban's cashing it in. They're just like, oh, he's cashing it in. But when? Oh, by the way, next week. They say it like right at the end there. Fuck this fucking promotion. It's gotta be one of the worst fucking things of all time. Seriously, I'd rather watch WCW in their dying days than watch this shit. Because that was, and I'm not even fucking kidding, it was better than this. Way better. 20 times better. Alright, shitty fucking show. TNA sucks. And as I've said time and time again, they're on borrowed time. I don't know how long they got left, but it ain't long at all. Fuck it.